The Syndicate Smokes packet is a 2 telecrystal purchase available to both nuclear operatives and Syndicate agents alike. Description is elite cigarettes for elite agents, infused with medicine for when you need to do more than calm your nerves. So if you purchase it, it will go directly in your hand, and it will be called the Intradyne Herbals Pack. And inside there will be 5 nameless cigarettes, which is good because it won't give you away. You'll definitely want to give away the packet, because the pack will give you away for sure. What makes these cigarettes special is it comes with Omnizine. Omnizine is a medicine that heals 2 burn, air loss, toxin, and brute for every half unit, so that means 1 unit will heal all 4 of these damage categories equally. Just to show you how Omnizine works. So the way Omnizine heals is it's actually a little misleading. It doesn't actually heal for blunt, slash, and piercing. It heals for brute. And the way healing brute means is that it heals each of these categories divided by how many there are. So with 5 units of Omnizine, it will heal, well, 20 divided by 3 in each of these categories, and in this case it would be 20 divided by 4. So theoretically, if I take 5 units of Omnizine, it should cure 5 heat. And let's test it by injecting myself with 5 units of Omnizine. Just to confirm, I'll let it run through my system. As you can see, it is indeed healing both of these categories. And it should have gone through my entire system by now. Let me just double check. Yep. And I should be at 5 heat. And as you can see, that is correct. I'm at 5 heat because 20 divided by 4. And I'm at 3.3 blunt because 20 divided by 3. And obviously you have to subtract the 10 because I had 10 of each damage. So, what is very interesting about Omnizine cigarettes is they are better than you might think. Syndicate smokes are better than I think most people give them credit for. Each Syndicate smoke actually has 30 Omnizine in them. And yes, it takes a long time to smoke a cigarette. But if every species in the game can process at least 2 chemicals at once, so in this case it's nicotine and Omnizine. So theoretically, this much Omnizine will heal 120 in each category divided by 3 divided by 4. So with 30 units of Omnizine, I would heal 30 burn damage, or like it. So with 30 units of Omnizine, it would be really easy to test this. If I had 30 heat and 30 blunt, I would end up getting full health. And I would just test that by putting one in my mouth and smoking it after I take that much damage. And I'll just speed it up to show you the results. Okay, so the point being is that these cigarettes burn for a long time. Cigarettes burn as long as they have reagents in them, and the healing is slow. It doesn't make them useless, but this is why a lot of people say that it is just not very viable. I will show you one more strategy, though, that makes them... If you put an Omnizine cigarette, a Syndicate cigarette, in the material reclaimer, it will say it contains a soothing mixture of chemicals. And if you use something like this, a beaker, you can fill up the beaker from the material reclaimer. So I get all of it. And if you look inside, 30 Omnizine and the 10 nicotine. You can get 150 Omnizine for 2 telecrystals. And Omnizine doesn't have an OD limit. So there is no reason I couldn't just chuck this in. There is no reason I couldn't just drink this entire thing and heal a ridiculous amount. So you can, if you can get access to a material reclaimer, you can essentially have the best medicine in the game for healing anything, can't OD on it, in a jug in your backpack if you wanted, and that's just a ton of healing for 2 telecrystals. Now, getting access to a material reclaimer isn't all that easy, but science can easily make them if you get the board, and they are mapped in certain maps, and they are not hard to make. It just takes 5 steel, 5 plastic, 2 manipulators, and obviously you have to make a machine. So yeah, grinding up cigarettes and just taking the reagents from the cigarettes is a hilariously good way to ensure you have enough healing for basically any combat encounter you can possibly run into. And that is all I got for now on the cigarettes.